first pitch is moments away in Arlington. The Royals and the Rangers are next. It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Kansas City Royals and the Rangers. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, and let's check in on the numbers for these two guys. This place is no fun to pitch in if you're the opposing pitcher taking the hill. Not just because of the lineup he's going to have to face, but also because of the park they play in. Now, it's very conducive to the long ball, so that'll be something that each pitcher has to avoid.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for our visitors here, the Kansas City Royals, as Ned Yost has his guys lined up like this. Alcides Escobar will take his first cuts of the ball game here. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Alex Gordon will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the full count offering. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
So 1 away now, and here comes the catcher, Salvador Perez. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 coming from Gallardo. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here now the 2-2. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. And this will be hauled in by Andrus for route number 2. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Alex Rios will try it again, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And that misses to Rios. It's ball 4. Omar Infante will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Omar Infante.
1-2. Swing and a tapper out in front. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Rangers 4 and the Royals nothing. And there indeed is Elvis Andrus. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Here's the 2-1 now to Andrus. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And Rios will play this one on the hop. It's a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. Now the 1-1. Andrus is moving. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a shot to right field. That's falling for a base hit. Andrus around third, being waved in. Rios able to get it in quickly, so they'll hold the runner at third base.
Well, that is just picture perfect right there. You know as a hitter that you're going to want to make sure you hit it to the right side to get that runner to third base. But if you do it well enough, you get yourself a base hit to go along with it. Check it out. He lets this pitch get almost past him, but then he manages to still get good contact and send it into right field for the base hit.
In now, Ryan Ludwig. Way outside, nearly to the backstop, 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're...
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
This team's got plenty of guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Jason Frazier will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Shin-Soo Choo will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Here's the 1-1 now to Choo. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play. Nate Scherholz will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Comes set, now the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. This is hit sharply to the left side. And Scherholz will reach. It's a base hit.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Into the box, Robinson Chirinos. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging a high chopper. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Jurickson Profar will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1.
Here we go.
That's down the left side. Will Gordon have a play? No, it's a foul ball. A deep breath. Now the 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. So it's 1 run on 4 base hits. No errors. And they leave the bases loaded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Texas is out in front, 5-0. Ryan Roberts will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Alcides Escobar will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Full count pitch on its way. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Martin able to take it in for the first out.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place, but luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-2 coming. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to get the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Eric Kratz will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Eric Kratz will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit. Well, that's pretty smart, I think, right there. This ball's not hit all that sharply, so I just don't think there's time to go second to first and get the double play that way. So if you can only get one out, you've got to come home and get the force out at the plate. So that's a pretty heads-up play.
Alex Gordon will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Taking all the way that time. It's 3-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Not definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Adam Rosales will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch swung on and pulled down the line to third. And Roberts will get him easily at first, 1 gone. Leonis Martin will get another shot, struck out swinging his last time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Ready on 2-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
A shortstop, number 1,
Elvis Andrus will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Here it comes now to Andrus. A little bit outside. 2-1. A 2-1 offering. Right on the corner. 2-2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Well, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing. Well, I think I'm about ready to declare his cold streak over. He's broken out of it in a big way here. His third hit of the ball game, and he looks as good as gold to my eyes.
Adrian Beltre will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Now the veteran deals on 1-2. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Ah, the perils of being a third baseman. I remember it well. He's way out in front of his pitch and just hammers it towards the hole. You can see by the reaction at third, the coaches are telling you, hey, get in front of that one. Yeah, right. You get in front of that one.
Here he comes on 2-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
In the air to center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Salvador Perez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And here's a ball hit in the air and should be routine for Chu out in right. And he puts it away for the first out.
This little 4-game run they've been on, it's been a good one, but unless things change in a hurry, it's looking like that win streak's going to end right here.
Alex Rios will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. The 1-1. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Up with it is Beltre. Throw beats Rios to the bag at first, 2 gone. Omar Infante will stand in as their last chance now. Here it comes now to Infante. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. And, oh, that caught him flush as it ricochets toward first. Throw will be in time to get him at first base, and the Rangers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, the Rangers were able to claim victory here thanks in no small part to the pitching of this man, Yovani Gallardo. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position to win this ball game.
The winning pitcher is Yovani Gallardo. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Before Tuesday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the AL West, the Royals were in Arlington, Texas to take on the Rangers, and it was the Rangers who came away victorious 5-0. Also out of Texas, the club has acquired starting pitcher John Neese in a trade with the New York Mets for catcher Carlos Corporon and left fielder Michael Choice, according to team sources. The Boston Red Sox were at O.co Coliseum to take on the A's, and it was the Athletics who came out on top. The final was 5-4. The New York Yankees battled the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Pete, and it was free baseball with Tampa Bay winning an extra inning.
Nighttime skies will be clear in Arlington tonight. The Royals and the Rangers are next. MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from Globe Life Park in Arlington. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Kansas City Royals and the Rangers. Alcides Escobar will stand in, ranked 4th currently in the American League in stolen bases. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Eric Kratz will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point, both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count offering on its way. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Once again, a 3-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. Got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Stepping in now, Salvador Perez. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Here comes a 2-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
KC down in order. Score remains 2-2. Robinson Chirinos will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Here comes the 2-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. On to first is Escobar, one away. Adam Rosales will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2. Jurickson Profar will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the 1-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. Around second, he'll try for third. And he's in at third base safely, so the go-ahead run is right there with 2 gone.
Oh, that's a big at-bat right there. Late in a ball game, he's got a good read on this one, so he turns on the Jets rounding second and makes it all the way into third base here as the possible go-ahead run.
Nate Scherholz will get a shot now to bring home that go-ahead run following the 2-out triple.
Yeah, this would be a nice little gift here. I kind of thought this inning was all but over. Not so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. 1 left for Texas. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Omar Infante will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here it comes now to Infante. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
In the air to center. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away. Alex Rios will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a ball hit hard toward first, but taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Jared Dyson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Jared Dyson will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Wade Davis is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Christian Colon will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Number 17.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Now this is hit sharply back through the box, and the go-ahead run's going to reach here to start the inning. It's a leadoff single. Hanley Ramirez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And say goodbye to that one. Into the seats and right for a home run. And that dinger puts him too short of the 200 mark for his career.
Yeah, you know, some guys will lie to you and tell you that they're just out there playing day by day, not thinking about any of those particular milestones. They just want to get a W for the team. But the truth is, you do know when you're approaching those milestones, even the minor ones. He's keenly aware of how many home runs he's got, Matt.
Kelvin Herrera is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 40.
Into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Pablo Sandoval will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Here comes a 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And with 2 strikes, when you force a hitter to hit your changeup, that's how you take his power away, especially when it's down in the zone. That's a sign of a smart pitcher right here.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here he comes on 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. They're not giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We've played 8 full. The Rangers lead it 4-2. Alcides Escobar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Pitch on the way. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here's the 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Standing in now, Lorenzo Cain. Now here's a swing, and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Chu is there now, and he has it for the 2nd out. Eric Hosmer will stand in as their last chance now.
Strike him out.
Now the 3-1 home. Swing and a miss, and now the Royals are down to their final strike. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches. 3-2, here it comes. Kansas City, good night.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy. And he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And guys, the Rangers couldn't have done it tonight without the contributions of this player, Hanley Ramirez. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome, baseball fans, to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out west in the American League, the Kansas City Royals visited the Rangers at Globe Life Park in Arlington, and it was the Rangers who came out on top. Final score was 4-2. Yasmero Petit gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. The Rockies did interleague battle with the Angels in Orange County, and it was the Halos who prevailed 7-1. Josh Hamilton was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and
First pitch is moments away in Arlington. The Royals and the Rangers are next. It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Kansas City Royals and the Rangers. Alcides Escobar will stand in, ranked 4th currently in the American League in stolen bases. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Omar Infante will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Ryan Roberts will dig in, 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far. Here it comes. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here now the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And as of this moment, they're currently tied for 2nd in that department. Alcides Escobar will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Jason Frazier will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Hanley Ramirez will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw. Now the 2-1. Drifting over for this one is Rios, but it's back amongst the spectators. The 2-2 coming. There for it, Escobar. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. The 1-1 home. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A 2-1 offering. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. There's the Panda on deck. He'll bat next. Now the 3-1 home. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time...
I'll hold that thought as the play is made out there for out number 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They lead it 6-zip. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Now the 1-1. That's out to left center and over the head of the shortstop. Andrus, it's a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Stepping in now, Alex Gordon. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, his guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my Lou there. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Nate Scherholz will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Here's the 2-2 home. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. Over to the bag with it is Hosmer, and he'll get the out. Jurickson Profar will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is Escobar. 2 away now. Andrew Susac will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Here he comes on 2-1. He shoots this one on into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Into the box now, Adam Rosales. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here it comes, 2-1. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here, 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
And Gordon will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Texas, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Salvador Perez will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
The 3-1 coming. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Full count pitch on its way. Swing and a shot toward right center. Base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Kendrys Morales will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Omar Infante will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Ryan Roberts will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
They've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Nick Tepish will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. A big pitch here, 1-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Chu is there. Let's see if they try it. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning. Alcides Escobar will have a shot to do some damage, but he can't get them all back, so he needs to just get on base here. Line hard into left. That's in there. Base hit. Perez scores. And the throw's going to hold that second runner over at third, so they'll just plate the 1 here. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Eric Hosmer will stand in as the possible tying run, so expect him not to get cheated up there with the bases loaded. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2, and he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Back up the middle, that will get through into center field, a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well, and just like that, it's cut to 6-4 now. Alex Gordon will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game. He can make up for it with a big hit right here.
Matt Harrison will come on now as he'll try to record the final 2 outs here. Alex Gordon will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Now another 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner is in from second, around third, and being waved on home. And he will score as well. It's a blown save here in the 9th, and this game is tied. Alex Rios will come up now in an RBI spot, and I imagine that infield will come in here with the game tied now.
Yeah, still only 1 out, so I think that's probably the likely scenario.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well. Now, Salvador Perez. Perez waiting on the 1-1. Now a ball line foul as this is over the Rangers dugout. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Profar for 1. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision here at second base. He's got that clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
1-2. And this will be fouled away. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. The 2-2. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. It's the Royals 7 and the Rangers 6. Leonis Martin will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Here comes a 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the catch is made, 1 away. Tim Collins will come on here hoping to get the final 2 outs and pick up the save. Elvis Andrus will stride in, grounded out his last time through. The 1-1. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. He's got it. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. Greg Holland is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Action in that KC 10 now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Boy, what a colossal failure not to hold on to this lead. These guys were down 6 at one point in time, but somehow they're the ones doing the celebrating after it's all said and done.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
7 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Rangers, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting out west in the American League, the Kansas City Royals were in Arlington, Texas to take on the Rangers, and it was the Royals who prevailed. The final score was 7-6. The Colorado Rockies did interleague battle with the Angels in Orange County, and it was the Halos who prevailed. The final score was 8-6. David Freese showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Red Sox did battle with the A's in the East Bay. The A's came away with the win. The score was 5-1. Sonny Gray pitched into the 9th inning and collected the win on the mound. He only allowed 1 earned run. The San Diego Padres played the Mariners in an interleague matchup in the Pacific Northwest. The Mariners came away with the win, 12-3. Nelson Cruz was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The San Francisco Giants played some interleague baseball against the Astros in Houston, and it was the Astros who came out on top. The score was 2-1. Jose Altuve turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Luke Gregerson pitched well enough to earn his first victory of the year. The New York Yankees paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and the Yankees made short work of the opposition, 7-1.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
First pitch is moments away in Arlington. The Royals and the Rangers are next. MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Today, Getaway Day, the finale of this 4-game set between the Kansas City Royals and the Rangers. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alcides Escobar will step in now. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
Once again, a 3-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning. Eric Hosmer will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. So 1-1. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. 1-2. On the ground to second. On to the first baseman, Blanks. 2 gone now. Alex Gordon will stand in again. He's blown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. So 1-1. Now a ball bounced towards the second baseman. On to the first baseman, Blanks, and that'll end the inning. KC down in order. They still trail 1-0. Nate Sherholz will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective, right in on the hands.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And it's a flying start to the inning for the Rangers. It's a leadoff triple.
I tell you, these folks have not had a whole lot to cheer about so far, but with the exception of an inside the Parker, nothing seems to light up a crowd like a three-base hit. And they're alive now to lead off the inning.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Kelvin Herrera will come on now as he'll take over in inning number 7. Standing in now, Rougned Odor. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Here now the 2-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here, but this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Andrew Susak. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
And the infield behind him has come in here, but I've got a feeling he's going to try to handle this one himself.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Kyle Blanks will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another full count pitch home. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. The 3-2 one more time. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 1 left for Texas, but they're on top 1-0. Salvador Perez will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Perez waiting on the 1-1. He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly 1 away.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Now here's the pitch.
Got him.
4 outs away from his date with history.
4 outs to go. And if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here as Omar Infante has grabbed a bat and made his way into the on-deck circle. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Here comes the 1-2. swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Omar Infante is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. The 1-1 home. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Now the 2-2 pitch. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Elvis Andrus will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Now the 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this goes right past him.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home.
In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Boy, that was not real pretty to watch right there. The ball's hit hard, and it looks like he's got a beat on it, but the next thing you know, zips right by him, and that batter says, time to kick it into high gear. He's going to make it all the way up to third.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
A 2-1 offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and he is in there. Throw gets him 2 down. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave 1, but they lead it 1-0. Christian Colon will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. The 1-1 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling because he's done a heck of a job also.
Alcides Escobar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. So 1-2 with 1 away. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Lorenzo Cain will stand in now as he is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Lanks is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed. And he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
5 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For Kansas City, no runs on no hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The weekend is almost here and some great series are ahead, but before we get there, we'll go back to Thursday's action to see how it shook out. Starting in the AL West, the Royals took on the Rangers at the Globe in Arlington. Texas was the winner. The final was 1-0. John Neese made baseball history as he crafted an amazing no-hit performance. He currently owns the best ERA in the American League. Looking at the standings, the Rangers are in 3rd place in the AL West. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Red Sox matched up against the Mariners in the Pacific Northwest. The Red Sox came away with the win. The score was 3-1. Joe Kelly gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. Right now, the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West, 10 games out of first. The Red Sox are in last place in the AL East, 9.5 games behind first. The Blue Jays were in Houston to take on the Astros, and the game went to extra innings with the Jays coming away with the win. The final was 7-4. Heading into today, the Astros sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Blue Jays are leading the AL East, 4 games up. The New York Yankees paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and it was the Rays who came away victorious. The final was 1-0. CC Sabathia was impressive on the mound as he gave up only 1 earned over a full 9 innings, but still came away with the loss. His ERA is currently in the top.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Starting out west in the American League, The Texas Rangers were at Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox, and it was the Rangers who came out on top. The score was 4-1. Yu Darvish was victorious on the mound, turning in an impressive 13 strikeout performance. As of today, he has the most strikeouts